And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First play, going to throw it. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Powell, another throw on second down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Fourth down, Howell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. A give up the middle to Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Howell trying to pick it up on third. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Howell. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They'll run on first down with Singletary, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Singletary again. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Throwing is Allen on third. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. The 20. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And, Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. That's for the opposing offense. You wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Singletary to get the drive started. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Allen. He finds his man. That's Sweeney. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. To the air, Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Right back to Singletary on second down. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Allen now looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Powell throwing on 1st down here. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Well, the bootleg here. Howell rolling to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Alert, alert, alert.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On 2nd and 9, Allen. And that is incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Throwing now is Allen. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have moved out in front. Sly on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Commanders 14, Bills 7. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Allen going to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They'll go play action. Howell. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. Sly able to put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Allen right back to Cook for another completion. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Throwing on first down is Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Allen to throw once more. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills have cut it back within a score.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On 2nd and 10, Powell. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Back to Gibson, and another catch for it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a first carry here for Robinson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Washington. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the final clocking there, according to Next Gen Stats, that sack occurred in 2.2 seconds. So the pass rush overwhelming that time. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Allen off the play fake. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Singletary will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is... Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 77 yards. And the Commanders use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On play action, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. And able to work his way down to the 16. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
They go right back to Singletary. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he dives his way forward to right around the line of scrimmage, so nothing there that time. Throwing is Allen. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Off play action. It's Howell. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll run with Gibson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Howell. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning